I can't be too sad, I can't be too happy, I just have to live in a general state of being neutral. Epilepsy is electrical impulses in the brain that cause temporary loss of consciousness. So I had photosensitive epilepsy for a while, and then it went away for about 3 years, and then when I was about 13 it returned again, and that was what was triggered by emotions, hormones, stress. When the epilepsy came back and I had that first seizure after so long, I remember waking up and I looked at my mum as if to say, did that just happen? So the type of seizures I have are tonic-clonic seizures, which is the most well-known type, where you lose complete control of your body and also consciousness, and you're violently shaking. And then I also have absence seizures, which are less known, where it's kind of like you're just daydreaming. You could just be talking to someone and then you suddenly stop, freeze, blink a bit, and then forget everything you were just talking about and where you are and what you're doing, and then you'll slowly come back into the room. It's kind of described as a computer rebooting. So the worst seizure I've had was when I was about 15, and in my bathroom I then went into a seizure and I somehow got my head stuck between the sink and a live radiator pipe, so it burnt the entire side of my right side of my face. So the silliest thing that epilepsy's made me scared of doing is, I guess, getting up, just the simple thing of getting up in the middle of the night just to go to the toilet, because that's when I'm most vulnerable as soon as I wake up, so I can't just get up by myself. It's also prevented me from just going out and having a good time, I guess, going clubbing. But I mean, I still can go out and I still can have a good night, but you have to be a lot more considerate in terms of what you drink, what you eat, where you are, where you're going, and it's also what you're doing the next day, because it can never just be a simple let's go out. So my goals for the future definitely be to move out, go to university, have more independence and freedom, and just live the life that I want to live. One of my main worries with moving out in the future would be the fact that I could never live alone for my own safety, because you can end up obviously dying from epilepsy. So it's the idea that I would have to obviously live with someone who would then have to carry that burden and that responsibility that they, didn't necessarily sign up for. I've always been with my parents and they have always been there for me since I was 4 years old. So even though the idea of moving out excites me, there's also the fear of what could happen if I was by myself.